Blessings, guys. So just like I promised you guys, it's a little late, but I'm here with you guys. I'm going to demonstrate to you guys how to use the cord cutting ritual oil that I have created. And I believe I did the recipe a few days ago and it's uploaded here. I'm going to be demonstrating to you guys how you can actually do a cord cutting of a situation. Now, a lot of people may ask, what is a cord cutting? Okay, so cord cutting can represent many kinds of things. It could represent whatever you want. It could represent bad habits, bad situations, bad relationships, things that we've attached ourselves to. Now, another thing that I want to bring up is people do love spells, people do love binds or ties or whatever you want to call them, amarres, clavados, all of those kinds of things. And they may have been done years ago and maybe things didn't work out with that person. That person turned out to be a complete asshole, jerk, whatever the hell you want to call them. Or females, you know, asshole, jerk females as well. They're all out there. Doesn't matter what gender you are. When we do some sort of a tie like that and then we break up with that person or things don't work out with that person, and then you continuously see that relationships that come to you, even though everything's going great, all of a sudden they'll stop, or the person just loses interest, or you're trying to manifest something with this person and it's not working. Chances are is because you are still tied down to binds of other people, whether you did them or someone did them to you without you knowing. Okay, so when this occurs, spells that you want to do now seem to take longer, or they don't happen, or when they happen for a minute and then they go. So there's times that you may remember, maybe you did a bind on a guy when you were in your teen years. Who knows? Who knows what we did back then? I mean, I don't remember half the time what I did last year. So when it comes to stuff like this spell here, this ritual here is completely going to help you release and detach from these negative ties, from the relationships that no longer serve you. Now, remember this. Every relationship in our life have been brought to us for a reason. They were here to serve us at the time. And it did, whether it taught us a lesson or not. Maybe it just made us grow and make the other person grow. You were brought to with that person for a reason. When you release it, it's not a loss. It is more of a release of something that no longer serves you. All right. People come into our life for a minute or for longer, for a lesson or whatever. They come into our path for a reason, but there's times that we need to cut the cord and release it completely. Same thing with situations that are in our lives, such as negative habits or a work situation or somewhere that you can't seem to let go of or move away from. This is a really good spell to do, especially those that have done love binds and love ties and stuff like that, especially when you're using your DNA, guys. As I always tell you, make sure that you're going to bind the person that you really want to be stuck to, that energy, for a very long time, all right? If not forever. You have to be careful. Just because a guy or girl's hot or whatever, you know, things change. People change. Something that is certain in this life is that there's always going to be a change. Nothing ever stays the same. So that being said, I also want to remind you guys or let y'all know that I do have my tarot channel. Please check it out, guys. I only have 6 subscribers on there, and I know that more people will enjoy it. It's my tarot reading channel, and it is called Enchanted Bell Tarot. Enchanted Bell Tarot. I'm gonna link it in the bottom. Guys, check it out. My Spanish channel is there too. I'm gonna be posting on there as well on the Spanish channel. Then I have my 2 Instagrams and my TikTok, but please go check out the tarot channel. I want it to grow. I want to help everybody in every aspect that I can offer you guys in spell work and in readings. And if you can't afford a reading, we're going to be going to those, guys. And just by all means, I mean, if you're someone that enjoys readings, go check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Right now, the only one that's lacking is the earth signs. So all I have right now are elements, which is right now I've uploaded the air, the fire, and the water. And today I will be uploading the earth sign after I come back from picking up my kids from school. Enough being said, all you're going to need for this cord cutting ritual, you're going to need, well, I'm going to be using my little black cat. Now, the reason I'm using my black cat here is for several reasons. One reason is I love cats. I have many cats in and out, inside and outside the house. I love dogs as well, but cats are like, I love cats, right? I do, and I love dogs too. But right now I'm using a cat. Enough said. And the reason I'm using black is because I want to get the strength of black. You can use red if you like, or white, or not a cat at all. I'm using a cat because cats, when you have a cat that's outdoors, sometimes you'll open the door and you'll find a dead bird in front of your door, or some sort of a dead animal, and cats bring this to you for gratitude. They're thanking their owner, their mommy, their daddy. They're thanking them and giving them a gift back. That being said, I'm using the representation of the cat because it's also, I'm doing this combination spell here because you know me, guys. I like to, I'm a single mom forever, to where I would always repurpose my leftovers. So I'm doing a shitload of visual rituals with this cat alone. So the cat also is going to represent to remove spiritual vampires as well. This is a really good spell to do also if you have spiritual vampires around you. Sometimes you may not know who it is that is draining your energy. This kitty, this representation of my cat here, is going to get my energy back, and for me to hold on to my energy, and I'm releasing all negative attachments, people, places, situation, things in my life that no longer serve me for my highest good. This is the way you're going to be going at this spell. And I'm doing it for myself, literally right now, for me. Okay, this is for me right here. We've all had attachments to things that we want to let go of, and sometimes we have trouble letting go of it. And this is just a really beautiful spell, and I'm incorporating a lot of visuals because a lot of people, at least those people that contact me, like to see visuals. They like to see, they like to do, they want to engage, which is good. The more your intention is there, the better, because you know that it's something that you've done, and it's something that you're projecting, and it's something that's going to work for you because you're believing in it, right? I do a lot of the rituals to show you guys so that you can grow and so you can learn, and there's different types of rituals that you can do. Of course, that's in the classes that I will be teaching again. So here we go. You need a black cat. If you cannot find a black cat, then don't freak out. You can use a black candle. If you cannot find a black candle, don't freak out. Use a white one, okay? I'd rather have you use purple or red because I want you to represent the strength, okay? You are also going to be needing a white candle. Now, you can do it all on a white candle. I only have these little ones, so I did two, right? You could also say, let's say you maybe bind it to people that you can even remember. You can write their names on here. What I wrote on here was literally all negative attachments that no longer serve me for my highest good, I release, all right? And I also wrote, and this is something you can actually say, and please, guys, pause the video and rewind. I'm not going to be writing it down in the description. I've done it before and people still ask. So I'm just gonna put the links, and then you guys can just pause and rewind. When we light this, because it's too small to write all of this, when we light this, we can also write it here or put the paper here and then do the ritual that I say afterwards. You're gonna write down, and you can add on or take away. I release all binds or ties done by me or another that attaches me to people, places, situations, or things that prevent me from moving forward in love, life, and happiness, abundance. I release all that I have attached or been attached to. I release all things that prevent my life from moving forward. That's it. You can play with it and do whatever. You could do that. Absolutely. I've been with my little incense here, I'm using Palo Santo incense. If you don't have Palo Santo, you can use white sage incense. You want to use something that helps to kind of release the negativity. And you're saging your candles as well, and you're saging yourself, and you're getting that energy flow. Let's go ahead and put this down now. You're going to write this on a piece of paper, exactly what I told you to write. You're going to need a little piece of rope. Here, what I'm using is, this is the rope that I use when I'm making candles, right? So it's a candle rope. This is all I could find. It's fine enough for me. It's good. That's great. You're going to need your little one to represent you, right? The darker colors. You're going to need your white candles. You're going to need something to put the white candles into. They have to be white, the ones you're releasing. You're going to need the cord cutting ritual oil. If you do not buy it off my shop, you can absolutely make it yourself. I do have the recipe on there. You're going to need a bottle of water or a glass of water, but cover it up because there is a ritual I'm going to want you to do, to perform, to increase the ability of you releasing and letting it go and giving it to the universe, and understanding that when you do this, you got to put your part in it. Remember, guys, it's not like a magic wand. A lot of people expect spells to work like they do in Hollywood or whatever. It's not like that. When we ask something from the universe, from the goddess, from God, goddess, whatever source energy you work with or element, whatever it is that you are, whatever you believe in, when you ask for something specific or you're open for abundance or whatever, you need to be a participant in that reality to bring in what it is you want. So doing something like this is wonderful. I'm going to want you to do, but you're going to have to also help yourself by releasing it from inside. Like really knowing that you're going to release it. You're not just going to do this and tomorrow you're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to think about that person. They may pop in your head again. However, you're going to have to do your best to release the situation you need to release. So you got to put your part in it. It's not all up to the energies and that whatever you believe in. It's not up to that. It's up to you as well to create your reality. Okay? There you go. So here on my cat, what else do you need? You need a little one of these. Matches, of course. Right? So let's start with this. Here, I'm going to represent my highest good. So here, this is me. Go ahead. We're going to write our name on there, right? My highest good. I'm going to write my highest good. I take back my power. That's what we're doing here. Let's begin. I already anointed the cat, but let's go ahead and anoint it with our cord cutting oil. It's got everything that we want to have to bring in our energy, to harness it back, our power, our protection. And it smells gorgeous. My oil smells absolutely. I love this oil so much, guys. All right, I'm gonna place the oil on the side here. Now, you do need some safe little dish here. Our water, we're going to have it near our ritual, okay? And you'll know why in a minute. Now, this is the thing. I need to make sure that they can both fit here, okay? Now, you can either place it in the same plate or you can place a plate apart from this. These you do not have to add the oil to at all. All right, guys? I can put it on myself, though. It's great for protection as well. Okay, next, our rope, okay? Let's start with our rope. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start tying my little candles here. Remember, this is a whole ritual. I don't want to forget to tell you about the water, so I'm going to leave it there. Let's do this as best as we can here because, again, this is a very nice ritual. But, again, it's not like we know how to do a lot of ties here. So, at least I don't. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to tie this little guy here. Let me see if I could do... one of these like this. Here's one. Or maybe it's a little too difficult. It's not that. It shouldn't be that difficult. Let me just tie a regular tie on here. I'm going to do the first tie. And as I'm binding this or tying this, I am literally focusing or harnessing on the situation I want to remove. Now, if I don't know the situation I want to remove, well, then that's a little, just be open. Be open to like love spells. Be open to, I don't know, maybe you binded yourself to a job or situation, whatever it is that you think you may have done, right? Now, next candle's got to be far enough to where it fits on its own, but long enough to where it's going to be able to wrap to the cat, right? So it's just a regular little tie like this. There we go. I think they're good enough. They're going to go in here into our little votive thing there. Let me kind of make them a little more together, right? And I'm going to go ahead and burn the bottom of the candles to stand them up. This ritual is best done during the waning moon, which is exactly where we're at right now. But by all means, if you need to do it before, you do it before, right? Next thing we're going to do, we're going to loosely tie it around our kitty cat, right? Loosely. We're taking back our energy from all these people, places, situations, negative things that we have willingly or unwillingly attached ourselves to. All right? You don't have to make it so tight. All right? Because it's going to burn. And this is why I'm using this cord. You can use the thinner the better. Now, this water. The reason I want it to be here is because when this burns down today, it should be done today. You can take whatever's left over, you're gonna throw it outside. When it is done, you're going to be drinking this water. You could do it in a course of 3 days. You can do it in a course of 1 day. And when you're drinking it, you're gonna be putting in your head and saying to your head, I'm cleansing myself of all of these negative vibrations. I'm cleansing myself from spiritual vampires. I'm releasing hexes, binds, anything that has attached me to a negative situation. Everything that I've told you to say, you're going to say it while you're drinking it. Now, you can't say it while you're drinking it, but you can actually think it or say it before and then drink it, or drink it and then say it afterwards. And this is going to help you to believe more and to actually create. Because now you're actually doing something. You're taking a cleansing of this water. You're going to ask for the cleansing of the water to help you release and remove all of those negative vibrations. When we do something like this, it literally, it helps the spell a lot. It helps, what I'm trying to say, it helps the ritual to move forward because you're being proactive in it, okay? So this is going to help you a lot. It's going to be a visual, but you're also going to empower it with the energy here of what we want to happen, okay? Here we go, guys. So we're going to begin to light this, and we're going to begin to say it again, right? So we can do it together, guys. Watch the video once, twice before you even perform the ritual yourself. So let's start with our cat. Let's light her up. All right. My beautiful little kitty. Okay. And let's light these ones up as well. As this burns, our water will be here as well. Remember, when it's done, we're going to do the same ritual, saying it. And this paper, you can literally burn it outside tonight and release it as well. When you throw this out, it would help as well with your ritual. I release all binds, ties done by me or another that attaches me to people, places, situations, or things that prevent me from moving forward in love, life, or happiness, or abundance. I release all those that I have attached or been attached to, people, places, situations, or things. I release all things that prevent my life from moving forward. And you literally got to know that you're releasing this. As this continues to burn, my cat, my little kitty cat, the representation of me, the energy is going to harness. It's not the candle itself. It's bringing in the energy. But this is a representation of the work that I'm doing here. It's harnessing that energy back, bringing in what is mine. Me going back in the driver's seat. Me harnessing, me taking back my power. This is what I want for you guys, all right? Continue to work this energy until you are comfortable enough to let it burn on its own. I would say no less than 5 at least. You can definitely put 5 minutes into doing this. It's very important. If you're working on another spell and you were bounded to something, this is definitely going to help you move forward to release whatever it was that was holding it back from moving forward. When it's done, guys, this water, you're going to drink it either today or in a matter of 3 days. It's up to you. You can keep it next to your bed and just every morning drink it and release and say the same thing. It's not so hard, guys. If you can't get it, just rewind it and or message me. But it's better to rewind it because I'm still trying to catch up with messages. Again, go check out my other channels. My tarot channel, it's up and ready to go. Enchanted Bell Tarot. Many blessings, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the ritual.